What's up, guys? So this one, I've been talking a lot about electronic truck mounts lately, and I'm gonna keep on this for a while, until people kind of get it. And I know a lot of the gas-powered truck mount owners will probably not like it too much because we're pissed off we spent so much money on these gasoline truck mounts. But for me, really, it's just an option for people starting to get into the carpet cleaning business. I'm really the guy you watch if you want to start your carpet cleaning business right at the beginning, right? So I'm gonna get you on the right track and give you real information that's only gonna benefit you. That's gonna make this process from working for somebody to owning your own successful business as smooth as possible. So one of the things is we're all always limited on money. Most of the time we're limited on money, so we need to spend that money wisely. So I've been working with a company, Magic Wand Company, and we put together a kit, and the main component of the kit is the Vortex Lite, and it's, guys, you can run 150 foot of hose off it, no problem, right? And that's what I do in my truck mount, my gasoline powered truck mount. I very rarely go over 200 feet, although I got 200 feet of hose if I need to. And that'd be the same situation for one of these units. So it's a portable, all right? Yet you can leave it in your van or your truck, and come across as, one of those hot water or one of those steam cleaning vans that roll in your or that bring in the hoses. You don't bring the machine in the house, which customers love. All right, they don't have to hear all the racket. So what this video is pretty much how long does it take? How long does it really take? Because people go, well, we got to plug in wires, we got to hook up to the water. There's so much more to do with these electronic deals, A lot of people are just throwing in generators in these things, and don't even have to do that. But this guy, for instance, is going to show you exactly how he does it, okay? So his name is, T&T Travels, okay? I want to give him his credit where credit's due. So let's go. Let's see what his process is.
Alrighty, guys. Upon so many stinking requests, I'm going to do a Vortex Lite setup video. How long does it take me? So, never been here, but I know where everything's at, so I'm gonna go at it. Alright, let's do this. How long does it take? Well, let's start out by hooking up the first and the most important thing, which is my power lines. I hang them up right here, pull them down, boom and boom.
Real quick, guys, notice the video is 7 minutes long, so.
Boom. And, drop stuff on the ground, because, I'm a professional. And I'm completely unready to do this, because I wanted to do real life scenario, because everybody accuses the ETM world of being not realistic. There's one cord, and there's the other. Of course, I'm going to need an extension cord, because, that's what everybody says. It's going to take an extra 20 minutes to set up an ETM. It's going to kill you, apparently.
Okay, so that, this is plug it in the extension cord. It's the extra step that's so horrible.
Well, it's just takes forever to set up these machines to go.
All right, so you have the cords that come with the machine. Then you're gonna have to get some extension cords. Okay, fine.
Apparently, it's just gonna be a week.
He's pretty sarcastic.
Here's an outlet. I'll try this one. And I need someone to follow me around with the camera, but instead I'm just doing my lab mic, and you guys can imagine me doing stuff. There we go, got power.
He's hunting down
Let me fire up my heater.
some plugins. You need two. You need one in one circuit, and the other in the other circuit. Actually, these are two 110s, so I don't even think that's really that too important.
Grab my wand out while I'm right here. I'm gonna need a carpet wand, of course, you know.
So this is all the stuff you'd be doing.
Turn on my pilot.
When you're doing the gasoline, except for the propane heater. Okay, he's probably got the little giant in there.
Oh.
You have different
Of course,
heaters.
it's being a little giant, because little giants love to not fire up. There we go. Now I've got some heat going. No, it's being a little giant today. So you got.
Okay, the thing with these propane or these electronic truck mounts, you gotta get heat. So big truck mount gasoline, we got heat exchangers. Some go by like diesel. Bottom line, you're talking $25,000, right, for all-in-one deal. Okay, you get a Little Giant. They have diesel heaters. They got a little turbo heater, which is fine for carpet cleaning, and that's your cheapest point.
You guys are questioning whether Little Giants are the best or not. There we go. Got heat. Of course I'm having to rate all the macho bravadoism, because apparently you just start a truck and it just runs. Well, have you ever had a lawnmower? Yeah, I've owned gas. Start a lawnmower.
That's how truck mounts are too. It's the same thing.
It's about like owning a Little Giant. When you guys question whether I like diesel or electric or propane, I'll have to say that diesel has one advantage. Once it's set up, it pretty much always wants to work. I'll be right back.
Okay, guys, we're looking at 4 minutes in. It seems like a long time so far. We're talking 4 minutes.
And I'm trying to figure out how this is different than my gas machine. Well, it's not. All the gas equipment I ever had, except for the Butler, had hose reels that you had to undo and hook up. So this is the exact same length of time.
Mine too.
The only real difference is the two cords. And in this case, having to start the Little Giant, which is still heating up. Today I'm a little annoyed with one. I was going to give one to a friend, and it's giving me fits, because that's just kind of how they work, So extra tank of propane, because it's propane. I'm not bitter, just bitter.
That's an interesting way.
Aggravated is more like it. That should be plenty of that. Notice the figure 8.
Yeah, there's different ways, right? I got a way. Actually, I figured out my way through TMX.
There we go. Hoses are laid out and ready to go. Is that dawn time? How long is that?
All right, guys. So if you're thinking about getting electronic truck mount to start out with because of the budget, because you're gonna
Sorry
pay
about that.
maybe $7,000
Tripped over
for a
my
full
cord,
setup
had to plug it back in. So,
versus $25,000
you
for a
know,
full setup.
that dealy deal. So now I'm ready to start my truck. I don't know how long that was, but you know, I'm
6 minutes.
trying to be fair. There you go. Done. Set up. Clean carpet. Like, didn't grab the wand and hooked it up. What's the deal? Should have been taking another 2 hours to run. Oh, and I'm blowing so many not blowing breakers. Just doesn't hardly happen. I mean, come on. Be realistic. ETM is the Tesla. Don't be driving the Model T.
All right, guys. So that's pretty much the point there, right? How long did it take? 6 minutes. Nothing. It's going to take you that long to do a gas. All right. So all you do extra with these things, honestly, is just plug in some extension cords. Okay. Make sure you got enough. Then you run them into your maybe you got a plug in outside of the house. Maybe you got a plug in the garage, or maybe you got to bring two into the house and plug in the hallway or and another outlet somewhere else. It's nothing. Customers will not care. We plug in our vacuums, we plug in our CRBs, we plug in our steamers. Okay, so they're not going to care. You can go into a home feeling confident and professional by just pulling in the hose in the house and start cleaning. And when you get like a diesel heater or a propane heater, yeah, your heat's going to be amazing, even better than a truck mount in a lot of cases. In most cases, actually. These diesel and propanes, they get too hot. You need to turn them down. You don't need to clean that hot. Okay? So, interesting fun fact for you guys. You know, customers, when it comes to the propane and heat, customers sometimes are concerned. Well, this is hot water steam cleaning going to damage our carpet. So, a little fun fact for you guys: the degrees it takes to actually melt your polyester is like 450 degrees, somewhere around there. Okay, you don't need to clean over 250 degrees when cleaning carpet or tile. All right. So if you're cleaning carpet and you're worried about you're going to melt the fiber, it's not going to happen. You know, you're gonna have to really try real hard to do that. So that's just something that you can, because I do get asked that question. So anyway, so that's a whole nother subject. So guys, as you know, Green Rhino Academy is my school. I teach people how to start a carpet cleaning business. I teach them how to do it right, and I also teach them. I even recommend the equipment they should buy. I tell them what to do and what not to do. Most of the people do the wrong thing when they're working on a budget as far as purchasing equipment. So I'm gonna lead you right down the right path. And right now I'm working with Magic Wand Company, and we put together some packages. And a lot of people want to get my course because I teach them everything about cleaning carpets, tile, hardwood floor cleaning, and so much more. But they need the equipment too. So hey, guess what? Now we're gonna get you the equipment you need. Okay, the stuff that works, the stuff that you're not gonna waste your money on. That's a Vortex Lite. Now, if you get a hold of Magic Wand Company and you want to purchase something, make sure you say Green Rhino sent you. If you go into the checkout and you go to checkout, because there's packages there, right? And you go to checkout, put in Green Rhino. You're going to get special pricing, and you're also going to get additional products, additional equipment. Okay? So, yeah, remember, Green Rhino. So, yeah, how long does it take to set up ATM? This guy is very serious. This guy is extremely confident in the ATM machine, as you can tell. And that just doesn't come out of nowhere. So yeah, that's it for this one. Now you know. We'll see you in the next one, okay?